Dear student of Standard 8, good morning everyone. Hope you are fine by the grace of Allah. Today, lecture 2, chapter 6, that is Economy of Bangladesh. And welcome back to my class. At first, what is production? So, production means the transformation of goods or resources from one condition to other condition. Suppose this is one log. So from log we can transform this log into various or different kind of products. This is chair. So from log we can transform this log into chair, table or any other furniture. So this is called the production. So like this we have lot of raw materials. From raw materials we can produce different type of production. Okay, that means production means the action of making or manufacturing from components or raw materials, or the process of making or growing something for sale or use. Understand? Or the process of making something by using technology. Example, the process of making a play, movie, television show, record, etc. But you will memorize the definition of production, this one. Now, what are the main objective of increasing production? The main aim of increasing production are to increase income of the people, to improve people's standard of living, to reduce poverty, to increase the purchasing ability of the people, to increase the employment opportunity. Understand? Now, lesson 2, contribution of different sectors to the national income of Bangladesh. Look some picture. So, you can understand the sector is agriculture and forest sector. So, the contribution of this sector. Now, food grains, vegetables and forest resources are included in this sector. The contribution of this sector during 2012-13 it was 13.09% and growth rate it was 1.47%. According to 2016-17 the contribution 11.12% and growth rate 1.96%. Now fishery sector. Contribution of fishery sector according to 12-13 it was 3.368% and growth rate 6.18%. And according to 16-17, the contribution is 3.61% and growth rate 6.23%. Now, industry sector. The contribution of industry sector according to 2012-13 it was 19.00% and according to 16-17 the contribution it was 21.74% and growth rate 10.97%. Now whole and retail marketing. The contribution of whole and retail marketing to the GDP according to 12-13 it was 14.03% and growth rate 6.18%, and according to 2016-17 contribution 14.01% and growth rate 7.37%. Now what is wholesale and retail? So in wholesale model the producers can't sell products directly to the consumers. Understand? And in a retailing model, we obtain products from a distributor and sell products directly to the consumers. Or the primary difference between wholesale and retail is that the former is a business to business model and later a business to consumer model. Suppose this person is the producer, that means wholesale producer. So if he will produce this product, so we will not or we can't buy this product directly, though we are the consumer of the products. Okay, so then the who are the retailer seller, they will buy market from this person, and then we will buy from the retailer. Okay. Now here is, suppose this is wholesaler, then this is the retailer or middleman, and then consumer will get the products, or retailer then directly sell to the consumer. I hope you understand. Now transportation and communication. The contribution of transport and communication according to 2012-13, it was 11.50% and growth rate 6.27%. And according to 16-17, the contribution it was 11.26% and growth rate 6.76%. Now health and welfare sector. The contribution of health and welfare sector to the GDP according to 12-13, it was 1.88% and growth rate 4.76%. And according to 16-17, the contribution 1.85% and growth rate 7.63%. Now, what happens if GDP or GNP increases? And I have given SW in the last class, this one, isn't it? Now your answer. First, investment of all economic sector will be increased. That means if GDP increases, obviously our saving will be increased, and if saving will be increased, our investment will be increased. Okay, now if investment will be increased, more people will engage in different productive activities, and then they will earn more money. So that means income of the people will be increased. And when income of the people will be increased, that time standard of living of the people also will be increased. So as a result, what happened? Employment opportunities will be increased also, and poverty will be decreased. And if income will be more over there, obviously educational facilities will be increased, then health facilities will be increased, then obviously export will be increased and import will be decreased, and lastly overall economic development will be held. So my dear student, you have to memorize all these points and you have to pick up in your CW copy, understand? And the contribution of different sectors, the percentage you have to memorize. So up to this everyone, goodbye.